This is National Native News. I'm Antonia Gonzalez. The American Civil Liberties Union has filed a challenge to a new South Dakota law designed to protect construction of the Keystone XL pipeline from what the law calls riot boosters. State leaders, including Governor Kristi Noem, are named as defendants. In the last full week of the 2019 legislative session, Noem pushed through two bills to prevent protests if the Keystone XL pipeline is built. Noem signed the legislation Wednesday, and the ACLU filed its complaint in South Dakota federal court Thursday. Victoria Wicks reports.
The ACLU is challenging the constitutionality of 3 South Dakota laws. One of them is new, and the other 2 are already on the books. The new law holds supporters, such as environmentalists, civilly liable for the actions of protesters who become violent or hinder construction. Supporters do not have to be present at the protest in order to be sued. These are the individuals or organizations the statute refers to as riot boosters. The 2 old laws make that support a felony in the event of a riot. Libby Screen is policy director for ACLU South Dakota. In testimony at a legislative hearing on March 6th, Screen spoke against the bill in language similar to that in the lawsuit.
Per the terms of this bill, riot boosting captures an extremely wide range of actors and actions related to protest before any unlawful action occurs and without knowledge of or intent to cause that unlawful action. This will ensnare South Dakotans exercising their free speech rights and will likely chill the free speech of others who wish to engage but choose not to speak for fear of government retribution.
Plaintiffs include Dakota Rural Action, Indian Collective, Indigenous Environmental Network, and Sierra Club. Co-counsel for plaintiffs is former U.S. Attorney for South Dakota, Brendan Johnson. Kristi Noem issued a written statement that her office has not yet reviewed the complaint, but she remains committed to the laws. Several other states have introduced similar legislation with varying degrees of success. For National Native News, I'm Victoria Wicks in Rapid City, South Dakota.
Tribal leaders in South Dakota have spoken out criticizing the governor for not consulting with tribes. After the bills passed, tribes saw the move as disrespectful and refused to have their flags put on display at the state capitol. Politicians in Oklahoma are condemning vandalism at 2 Oklahoma City locations, which included anti-Semitic remarks as police investigate. A Chickasaw Nation office and Democratic Party headquarters were vandalized this week with hateful graffiti. Photos circulating social media show the Chickasaw office marked with the word savages and the letters HH, which some say refer to Hail Hitler. Chickasaw Nation Governor Bill Anatubby and Native American Congressman Tom Cole and Markwayne Mullen released statements Thursday saying they were appalled by the incident. Cole is a member of the Chickasaw Nation and Mullen is Cherokee Nation. The Associated Press reports a lawsuit was filed this week in New Mexico accusing clergy of sexually abusing students at St. Catherine's Indian School in Santa Fe. The school is no longer operational. The suit claims abuse of students in the 1980s. The body of a man was lifted from Grand Canyon West Thursday. The tourist from Hong Kong reportedly fell while taking photos. The site is a popular destination on the Hualapai Reservation. A spokesperson for the tribe told news outlets the area was closed and extended the tribe's prayers to the man's family. I'm Antonia Gonzalez.
National Native News is produced by Koahnic Broadcast Corporation with funding by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Support by the law offices of Sonosky, Chambers, Saxe, Miller, and Monkman, a national tribal rights law firm with offices in Washington, D.C., New Mexico, California, and Alaska, and online at www.sonosky.com.
Support by PrairieEdge.com. Our special selection of dried herbs are chosen for superior quality, and many, sage, sweetgrass braids, red willow bark, and cedar, are wild crafted. In Rapid City or online at PrairieEdge.com. Wopila.
Native Voice One, the Native American Radio Network.